Hello, fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd here, and I've actually gotten quite an important announcement to make to you guys. As you guys know, I've had my avatars like this for a long time, and if you guys have probably seen the community post, then you probably already know this. But for those who haven't, then well, I I think it's about time that I get to revealing what I've been saving up for. So I know I said I was gonna make a video on Monday to continue the whole course party thing, and I do plan on doing that eventually. But another demo of a cool game came out, and I kind of wanted to play it for you guys. But first things first, I wanted to get this out of the way real quick, so so I can show you guys something completely brand new to my channel. It's gonna be a permanent update, and this is how I'm gonna look for the rest of time. So without further ado, allow me to transform into my new look. Ta-da! Everyone, I want to introduce you to the brand new design for for my avatar. And yes, this is how I'm gonna look for the rest of time. Now, there are still a couple of things that I need to adjust to this new avatar, but well, the aside from the bottom line, that's basically about it. I have this brand new design, and I really wanted to show it off. The way that I designed this new avatar is essentially that I actually incorporated some aspects of of my Pokemon trainer design from Pokemon Legends Arceus. So essentially essentially the brown and green hair, the new clothing ideas, I suppose. But I still have some assets of my old avatar, like the colors primarily being the blue and white clothes, and of course my pride pins being Item Romantic and Ace Spike, as you guys can tell. Now I still have a few things to work out with this avatar because having this aspect ratio, it's kind of awkward because it makes it look like my avatar is moving back and forth. But considering that I do have this, it makes my avatar look a little more believable, a little more animated, you would say. So aside from that, this is my brand new avatar, and this is how I'm gonna look for the rest of time. So I hope you guys enjoy this new look of mine, and I hope you guys will enjoy the rest of this video. And hello, all my fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd, and welcome to the demo for Spirit Talk. This is a new visual novel game that's apparently very cozy and adorable in a sense. And you guys know I like my adorable and cozy visual novels a lot. So, anyways, if this video goes right, you guys are probably wondering why my avatar looks different. Well, if the beginning of this video is edited correctly, then then it should have explained it by now, but this is gonna be my avatar for the rest of my existence, I suppose. But anyways, I think I explained better in the intro for this video. So anyways, welcome to this new demo of Spirit Talk, because I've never played this before, and I'm really excited to play it. And you guys are probably wondering why the if the art style looks familiar. That's because this is made by the exact same developers as Remembering Emily. If any of you guys even remember when I played that game, honestly, they had so many confusing moments. I couldn't even imagine. But this is maybe the exact same developer as Remembering Emily, and it looks actually pretty interesting, to be honest. And I'm very excited to play it. Uh, so let's just go ahead and get started. See, this is a demo of a game in development. Yeah, that's why it's called a demo. Your feedback is very valuable, and you can send it for the start menu. Thank you for playing it and enjoy the demo. Well, hello, little one. Wait, hold up. Editor. I gotta edit my avatar to the other side. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, so this is our character. Her name's Julia, apparently. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Kibi. We have a cat. Oh, it's fallen asleep. Well, when it wakes up, we'll have a serious conversation. It's been it's been a while since the last time I was at Mum's shop. I think you guys meant it's. You guys still have a couple of typos here and there, so you might want to fix that. Hadn't it been hadn't hadn't it been because I couldn't find my hat? I guess I wouldn't have come here in a long time. Never if it was up to Dad. Ah, here it is. Much better. Ah, there we go. We got a little witchy hat. I guess I left it when I came with Dad to pick up some things with Mom. When Mom... Whoa, the kitty is sound asleep. What's this parcel? I don't remember this being here. Was Dad storing something in the shop? Oh, there's a letter. Is it for me? This is Mom's handwriting. Hey, honey. I guess Dad gave you this letter after I'm gone. I don't know how long it's been since my departure. You know, Dad, please understand everyone copes with things at their own pace. We didn't have much time to teach you everything I wanted to, but I hope you inherited the gift. In the box, you will find your great-great-grandmother's crystal ball. Give it a try. Love, Mom. Aw, that's sweet. It seems that Dad wasn't ready yet. Mom always kept her great-great-grandmother's ball on her desk. It was her most precious treasure. And now... I remember Mom sitting here in front of the ball. I don't know what she wants me to do with it. What should I do? I suppose... Oh, whoa, whoa! Whoa. Okay, wait, new character. Cynthia. Oh, honey. Mom! Wait, that's our mom? She's kinda cute. I knew you had the gift. I was sure of it. I thought I would never be able to do it. Honey, both your grandmother and I spent a long time practicing. We weren't able to do it as quickly as you. And even less on the first try. I thought that you have managed to do what no witch in the family has ever achieved. So will I be able to follow in your footsteps? Not only that, you may be the most promising of us all. But we can't waste time. What? When a witch gets your age, starts practicing with a gift, and you have to start performing my duties in the shop immediately. Do you mean I have to take over for you? Like, right now? Of course not, Julia. Not right now. Thank goodness. I thought that. Tomorrow. Tomorrow? First thing in the morning. But I'm not ready. You're the first person I summoned. The learning process for a witch takes years, decades. I don't know how long I will be able to teach you, so we'll have to skip all the basics. We need you ready to go from the very first minute. No, you won't always be there when I summon you? Spirit Town is a city unlike any other. Outside the city, seeing a spirit like mine is a myth, a fantasy. Here, for some reason, spirits linger for a while after passing away. It could be a week, a month, or just a few days. The time we'll have to teach you everything is unknown, even for me. Then we have to hurry up. I knew you would get it. I'll start from the beginning. Our mission as witches of Spirit Town is quite simple. We make contact with people's beloved ones, so they can help them with their matters only they can solve. Seems pretty straightforward, but how do I summon them? Exactly as you just done. You simply need to focus on helping that person with all your might. When you summoned me, you simply thought that you wanted to see me with all your heart. It doesn't seem so simple then. I'm sure you will be okay. Actually, we've already practiced this. How? When you were younger, we did one of those exercises Granny made me do when I started my training, but we did it as a game. But I don't remember. You don't remember when you used to play with your favorite doll? It's quite foggy. Well, let's take advantage of that. Of what? That I don't remember? Exactly. Besides, summoning the spirits of family members and friends of those in need, you will have to learn how to cast spells to help with their problems. I remember that most of the time you were in the back room preparing all kinds of things. In addition to summoning spirits, we have many other abilities. Let's create a spell to help you remember the game we used to play when you were little. Okay. Wait, do we actually have to play a minigame? Whoa. This is the cauldron where we will cast our spells. Is it normal for it to be steaming? My grandmother told me that your great-great-grandmother had cast a spell so that it would always be ready. But she never told me how she did it. So the whole time the store was closed, the cauldron was steaming? Yes. Okay. Let's get started. We don't have many ingredients right now, but we can manage with what we have. Let's cast a spell of Forgotten Knowledge. Will that help me remember? That's right, sometimes they'll need a little extra help. That's what your spells are for. Go to the spellbook and find the table on the table and find what you need to create the spell. Forgotten Knowledge. Okay. Oh, okay. Which was, let's see, Forgotten Thoughts. Oh no, Forgotten Knowledge. And this. What is it? What do you mean? This is not a recipe. Of course it is. Forgotten Knowledge. You feel intellectual growth and when glow reveals facts hidden beneath a layer of ancestral harmony. To protect our knowledge, all spells are explained in an unconventional way. The words growth, glow, and harmony refer to the ingredients. Exactly. Now you just have to look for the references in the ingredients and you'll get it in no time. Remember that you'll have explanations of all the ingredients in the spellbook. As you can see here, you can learn everything about each kind of ingredient. Not only that, the recipe also indicates the correct order in which you have to add the ingredients. If you make a mistake before clicking the cook button, you can click on reset to remove all the ingredients in the cauldron. Now let's get to work. Okay, wait, so look, so Forgotten Knowledge. Growth, glow, harmony. Growth, glow, harmony. So emerald, twilight water, emerald, twilight water, Cosmo. Okay. Emerald, twilight water, Cosmo. Hey, you created Forgotten Knowledge. New recipe discovered. Add to book. It's just what you needed. Congratulations. You have successfully cast your first spell. Anyway, don't worry if you can't always cast them. You're just starting out, and we can't expect you to do what I learned to do after years of practice. It doesn't seem too complicated, but I'll have to practice a lot to master it. That's what I wanted to hear. Now, what do we do? If you succeeded in creating your spells, you won't have to do anything else. Is it already completed? When you cast a successful spell, the effects of the spell are immediate on the person you are casting it on. But I don't remember anything. Give it a try. Well, I remember... Yes, I think I remember. I played in Grandma's garden with Goldilocks, my doll. You loved Goldilocks so much. Yes, I miss her. Do you remember what we used to play? You acted as if Goldilocks was telling me about her daily life, and I had to try to help her in every way possible. Exactly. I used to do that with Granny all the time. What does it have to do with learning how to summon a spirit? It's very simple. You can only summon a spirit if you manage to form an emotional bond with it. That's why it's so easy with you. But this is not the norm, so you need to focus on each person who comes into the store. Listen to them carefully, understand them, and thus be able to form an emotional bond with the spirit you are going to summon. It seems quite difficult. That's why we can't waste any time. We need you to start immediately so that I can help you in any way I can. Anyway, I don't think anyone will show up tomorrow. Even even I didn't know this was going to happen. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. How? You'll find out tomorrow. By the way, Mom, what about the cat? Do you have a cat? No, when I entered the store, a cat snuck in. Up until just now, it was sleeping on the couch. Well, it's clear that it's not here anymore. Anyway, I have a feeling that this won't be the last time I'll see it around here. I like that armchair a bit too much. I see you already have a coworker. Seems so. Go home, dear. Tomorrow it will be your first official day as a witch in Spirit Town, and you need to be well rested. All right, so this is actually pretty good so far. I like this game. It's pretty cute. Oh, we get some lore. Okay. October 26th. If someone had told me I would see my mother again today, I wouldn't have believed a word of it. Even less than tomorrow would be my first day as a witch in Spirit Town. When I told Dad everything that had happened, he didn't know what to say. He should know better than anyone else. It's the only way for me to be close to Mum. Why doesn't he get it? Okay. October 27th, the first day. The end of the street is Mom's store. I suppose it's too late to run away, isn't it? It's left or right or A, D, Wait, we can actually walk? We can move around? Oh, it does. Okay, wait, okay, we're lagging a little bit. Miku Coffee. Oh, okay, wow, okay, this may actually be the slowest thing ever. Okay, there we go. Speak. Hey, Julia, I heard the news. Congratulations, Julia. Harold? Why? Let's just say the news travels fast around your mom's store. I don't know how, but I'm starting to figure it out. Since Cynthia left us, the city hasn't been the same without her help. I'm glad you finally decided to continue your mother's work in her shop. Sorry. Your store. That means a lot coming from you. I won't take up any more time. I suppose you'll need to figure out your spells. Cynthia always asks me for herbs to make them. Do you know which ones to use to order? Of course. I've already sent you to the store. I already sent you to the store for some things you're going to need for sure. Thank you. Okay, so developer, if you are watching this, you might want to fix the walk cycle so that it continues moving at a steady pace, instead of having me press the button repeatedly. You look radiant today, Julia. Any news? Who are you? Do you know that too? Edgard. Didn't mean to pry, but I guess I'm just eager to tell you. Welcome, colleague. Spirit Town is not the best place to keep secrets. Don't be upset. Yesterday afternoon, Lulu started spreading the word that Cynthia's daughter was opening the store today. It was clear if anyone knew before anyone else, it would be Lulu. You know her. She finds out everything. That's absolutely true. Okay, yeah, for some reason the walk cycle is a little slow. You might want to fix that, developer, so I can actually hold the button to walk forward instead of it juddering like this. I had the feeling I'd see you here today. I had the feeling that I would see you at your Mother Julia's store. And that feeling, is there any explanation for it? Oh, you're Lulu! Premonitions can come in many different ways. I don't have the powers that your mother or you had, but I can sometimes hear the spirits. As far as they have, as far as they have something important to tell me. Did my mother tell you? Yes. It wasn't many words, but she made it clear that I had to tell the whole town that you were starting working at the store today. She seemed to be in a bit of a hurry. That's a long story. I'm glad you're continuing Cynthia's work. Spirit Town has been without spiritual guidance for too long. It seems so. My mother's influence seems to run deep. An indelible mark. The wind brings whispers of change. I like how they sound. Alright. Okay, wait, can I pause it? Hold on a second. Settings. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any settings that I can... Okay, so I'm barely moving. Okay, hold up. Editor, skip ahead. Okay, here we go. Cynthia's Enchanted Corner. Cynthia's Enchanted Corner. I never thought I would follow in my mother's footsteps, but here I am. Is that a letter in the mailbox? Letter from the post office. Dear Julia, we are pleased to inform that you have now been registered with your postal address in the local business database. From now on, your neighbors will know that your business has reopened and will be able to contact you by mail. Warm regards from the Spirit Town Post Office. I'm starting to think I was the last one to find out about all of this. I guess I have to check the mailbox every day to see if there are any new orders. All right. So kind of like how I am at Animal Crossing. Cool. Gotcha. Today is the day. Am I nervous? Of course not. I'm alone. Who am I trying to fool? Better call Mom. Ready? I think so. Don't worry, I'll always be with you. If you need any help, pay attention. I'll whisper in your ear what you need to do. Won't I have to summon you with the ball? Your great-great-grandmother's crystal ball isn't magic, Julia. What do you say? Or what do you mean? To summon someone, it is easier to focus on something specific. The less spiritual connection you have with that person, the more focus you will need. In our case, it was helpful the first time, but now, actually, if you want me to be by your side, I'll be there. I'm your mother. You can always count on me. But why do all witches in movies have crystal balls? Well, one of your great-great-grandmother's clients worked in the film industry and liked it so much that he thought it was normal. Have you opened the box with the ingredients yet? Which box, Mom? The one at the entrance. Oh, I hadn't noticed. The thing I ordered is here. Great. We can replace all the ingredients with fresh ones. What do you mean? I left some instructions for Lulu in case this happens. I figured. Julia, I think a customer is arriving. I can see him through the window. See you later. Mom, don't leave me alone. Oh? Alright, first customer. Oh, hello. Edmund. Hello, good morning. My name is Edmund. Good morning. Is the store open? I read in the newspaper today is the opening day, but it's all been very sudden. I suppose that's Lulu's doing. Yes, it was sudden for everyone, but we're back in business. I'll make some tea and you can tell me what you need. How can I help you, Edmund? For several years now, my wife's favorite flower has been withering. I don't know what to do. I don't know how... I went to the florist, the plant nursery nearby, and, and no one could help me. But I'm really sad and that I don't know what's wrong with it. But I think... What? My wife, Mary. She would know the answer for me. Have you asked her? That's why I'm here. I was hoping I could talk to her now that the store is up and running again. I understand. Mary was the gardener of the house. Not exactly. I was the one who took care of the plants, but this flower, it was Mary's greatest treasure. I was in charge of watering it, but she took care of everything else. Would it be possible to see her one more time to ask her for help? I can try. Give me a moment. Are you ready, Julia? Mom, don't make me more nervous. I'm concentrating. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mary. But Edmund, what did you do to my poor flower? That's why I came here to see you. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, honey. Excuse my manners, dear. My name is Mary. Don't worry, you hadn't seen each other in a while. My name is Julia. Nice to meet you, sweetie. But I just couldn't believe what my eyes were seeing. My beautiful flower withered. Edmund came in very worried. He didn't know what else to do, so the flower was just as beautiful as it should be. But you're the one who always watered it, honey. I know, but you took care of all the rest of its needs. I remember giving it something when it was weaker, but I can't quite remember what it was. The next day, the flower bloomed radiant as ever. That's it. That could be the key. Do you have any idea what it could be? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Since the day I passed away, my memories are quite foggy. Yesterday, I learned a spell for this. Wait a moment. Oh, yeah, so now we have to do Forgotten Knowledge. I getcha. Well, the time has come. Thank goodness. We practiced this spell already yesterday. Also, revise the spell in the book to make sure you have the correct one. Now that you prepared Forgotten Knowledge spell once, the exact recipe will appear in the spell book. Great! Remember, you have 3 attempts, so if you don't get it right the first try, you will have 2 more chances. Won't interrupt you anymore. It's important for you to keep on learning. Learn from both with success and mistakes, as this is the only way you can become a great witch you are destined to be. Thank you, Mom. Alright, so we need Forgotten Knowledge, right? Emerald, Twilight Water, Cosmo. Yep. Emerald, Twilight Water, Cosmo. I just prepared the spell. Do you remember anything now, Mary? I don't think so, dear. It's okay. I'm sure I can. Wait, Edmund. Yes, I think I remember. When the flower looked its worst in the morning, I used it to make a special fertilizer that my grandmother taught me. My grandmother used to tell me that if I prepared it with love, any flower would feel it, and the next morning it would be perfectly healthy again. That must be it. That was the rest. What was the recipe for the fertilizer? I kept it in my notebook, next to the photos of our children. So we have the answer. Anyways, Edmund, I just remembered that it was a help for specific moments. Not a remedy to make it better in cases like this. So we have to keep looking for the answer. Look for the answer. Have you continued watering it as usual? Well, what happened? Not exactly. Since you left, Alicia and her husband have been coming over to help me. Oh, how are they? Alicia's great, but all of them miss you. So, she's been the one watering it most of the time. She was always very responsible. She knew what the flower meant to me. That's why I don't think that's what it was. Although now that I think about it, what happened? Alicia sometimes comes with our granddaughter, and I think she moved the flower and took it to the living room. But it's not bad. It's not bad either. Both the kitchen and living room get plenty of sunlight, and they're well ventilated too. Catalina wanted the flower to be in the living room because she said she wanted to have you closer. I thought it was a good idea, and I didn't want to change your mind. My little girl. Catalina is your granddaughter, isn't she? Yes, she's very young, only 3 years old. She doesn't know why her grandmother doesn't come around anymore. What did you tell her, my poor thing? Alicia told him that Grandma had to hurry off to heaven. But she wanted to talk to you. But if she wanted to talk to you, she just had to tell the flower everything she wanted you to know. I understand why I heard Catalina sometimes. I didn't know why I could hear her, but it's always a joy to hear her voice. Objects or plants in this case, such as this crystal ball, are not magical and do not contact our loved ones, but they do help us communicate with them. That's why you're so worried about the flower, isn't it, Edmund? I don't want Catalina to come home one day and think she can no longer talk to her grandmother. But maybe that's the problem, isn't it? Should I move the flower? It's the only thing that has changed. Maybe that's why it started to wither. I don't see why moving it should be a problem, but it seems to be the only solution. Of course, it's the only thing that can make sense. Let's try something to move into a different spot. Move it to a different spot, and if the flower doesn't improve, come back and we'll look at a different solution together. I can't think of anything else, Edmund. Seems reasonable. Tell Catalina that Grandma prefers the flower to be in the kitchen. And what do I tell her if she asks me why? Granny remembers when we used to bake cookies together, and she would like to be with her when she bakes them again in the kitchen with Mom. Do you like cookies, Julia? Of course, who doesn't love homemade cookies? Edmund, could you ask Alicia to bake some cookies with Catalina if you have to come back here? Of course. I'm sure they'll love the idea. Baking on an empty stomach is not usually as effective as when you're eating some cookies. I couldn't agree more. See you later, Edmund. Thanks for helping me, sweetheart. As always. Ooh! I think I have work to do. Thank you for everything, Julia. If you need more help, you know where the store is. It hasn't been bad, has it? When Edmund came in, I didn't understand anything he was saying, but little by little I began to grasp the situation. The key to this work is understanding those who come asking for help. Sometimes you will be able to help them, sometimes you won't. I suspect that in Edmund's case, this won't be his last time here. I hope he comes by with Mary's radiant flower. I'm sure we'll find out in a few days. By the way, tell me, Mom, did you talk to your father about all this? Yes, very quickly. What did he say when he found out you were coming to the store for your first day today? Well, he didn't say much. He simply said that if that was what I wanted, I should do it. I'm glad he took it well. After telling me that, he simply took a sip of his warm milky drinks before going to bed and went to sleep. Without a hug or a smile. You know you have to be patient with him. Going through that isn't easy. It isn't easy for me either, Mom. Well, in your case, it's a bit different. I'm off. It looks like you're gonna have a really busy day today. Oh, okay, who's the next visitor then? Oh, hello. Hello, my name is Paul. Is this Cynthia's Enchanted Corner? Exactly. Nice to meet you. My name is Julia. Oh, I thought your name was Cynthia. Cynthia was my mother. Now I have taken her place. Now everything makes more sense. How can I help you? I don't know if you can help me, but we can try. I got nothing to lose. Of course. When we were little, my brother and I entertained ourselves by composing songs of all kinds. We became teenagers and decided to create a demo tape to become rock stars. Sounds great. We were really excited and worked very hard on that demo that would convince the record company. But when we were writing the last song, Alex, my brother, had an accident. Since his passing, I have been trying to finish the last song we were writing. But he was the creative one of the two of us. Could you help me? But I don't know anything about music. I was wondering if it could be possible to ask Alex, my brother, for advice. Yes, of course, but tell me, what do you need? I'm still new to this, but spirits aren't usually available for very long to make contact with them. And you told me it was when you were teenagers? When did the accident happen? 20 years ago. Don't worry, it was nothing. I simply wanted to know if there was any possibility. Your brother meant a lot to you, didn't he? Alex was my best friend, although I realized that a bit too late. You're not aware of what we have until we lose it. My mother used to wake me up every morning singing a little song she had just made up. It doesn't sound so bad. No, but when they wake you up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday after getting up early all week to go to school, you see it from a different perspective. We miss the things that annoyed us more than we miss the things that we thought made us happy with them. Shall we try? Can't wait. Alright. I call upon these spirits. Nothing. I'm so sorry, Paul. Don't worry. It was just a silly thought. I saw it was open again, and spirits do not choose how long to stay. So if a lot of time passes, it is quite likely that they have already left. I understand. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you have better luck next time. Ah, you scared me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Didn't you call me? Are you Alex? Yes, how we met? Wait just a minute, don't go. Your brother had just left. Paul! Paul, it seems that miracles exist. Alex, why are you still here? I don't really know. I really thought I had already left. It's been a long time. You look very different. I bet you're still single. You haven't changed a bit, have you? Change is not something that happens very often in my situation. Well, what is so urgent that it can't wait a few decades to ask me? You remember the last song on the demo? It's one of the few things I still remember clearly. Song that would make us stars. Best single of the record. Although we never finished it. Because of details. What about it? Since you passed away, I've been thinking of finishing it, but you didn't finish it, did you? It looks like that's why I haven't left yet. My unfinished business. Well, that's more a movie thing that sometimes happens in real life. Am I not being held here because of unfinished business? No, things are simpler than that. Simply one day you leave. So you won't chase me with a proton beam while I turn into a giant marshmallow that destroys the city. Classic Ghostbusters reference. I'm afraid not. It would have been a way funnier if it had been the case. So better make the most of our time. What did you have in mind for the lyrics? That's why I'm here. I thought you could help me. Me help you? I'm just a handful of flying plasma. You have already lived much more than I ever had. I'm sure you have way better ideas than what we had been during those times. You were the one who had the best ideas, the ones that ended up in lyrics of the songs. Paul, I was the one who wrote down what we both composed. The emotion, the feelings, they were yours. I was simply... How can I put this? A translator? Exactly! But now, nothing has changed now, Paul. You've been through a lot. Your emotions have changed. Your life has changed. I'm sure I'm sure you've tried to follow the song as we left it. How do you expect me to do it then? A song is born from a feeling, from emotion. How can you try to keep writing the same song with everything that's happened? With everything you've been through since then? But that's what we wrote. I don't want to destroy what you wrote. That's impossible, Paul. I'm part of you, you know that? Whatever you write will be as much yours as it is mine. Let's do something. Tell me right now, what's the happiest moment you remember? When we sang as children together with... Paul? What's going on? It's true. How can that be true? 1,000 years have passed since then. I'm sure you have hundreds of happier memories than that. Julia, do you have any of those spells Gandalf cast so my brother can be honest with himself? Well, the truth is, it's my first day. Let me take a look. I'll be right back. Alright, spell time! This is actually a pretty interesting concept for a game. Will Mom have a spell to remember a feeling? I guess remembering a happy moment shouldn't be that complicated, right? Okay. Let's see. Happy moments. You invoke a wave of nostalgia that brings glow with your mind, allowing the will to pass to heal your present. Will to pass to heal your present. Nostalgia, glow, will. So Dahlia, Twilight Water. Dahlia, Twilight Water, Ruby. Dahlia, Twilight Water, Ruby. Be moment. Let's see if the spell works. Is your mind clearer now? I think so. What is your happiest memory, Paul? Honestly? The day Matteo was born. Matteo is your nephew. When I passed away, I lost track of time. And to hear that I'm an uncle, it's normal to get excited, Alex. You just found out that your brother had a child. For you, it seems like yesterday when you were writing a song. To me, it still feels like it was yesterday. How old is he? He'll be 6 in a couple of months. Don't tell me he was born around Christmas. Right on the 25th. Like you. Why did you lie then? Hey, I'm under too much pressure. So many questions. Were you really going to compare singing a few songs with me to the birth of your child? I suppose since you left, I haven't been able to deal with my feelings very well. Well, it's kind of basic. If you want to finish the song, Paul. You might be right. What do you mean by maybe? Of course I am. As always. You're trying to write a song like Paul did 20 years ago. A Paul who is not a father. Does that seem like a small change to you? It changes everything. Even today, I think that nothing else really matters much anymore. That's the Paul I remembered. The emotional Paul. The Paul from whom we drew the essence of all of our songs we wrote. I don't think you need much more help, brother. You're right. As always. Thank you. What would you do without your older brother? You know I'm always here when you need me. I will not break any of my promises, no matter how many silly things happen to me. Like being a spirit. Nonsense. See you later, Paul. Give Matteo my regards. You can count on it. I think we could say it has been a complete success. I couldn't agree more. Thank you, Julia. All this has given me a lot to think about. and what to work on. I hope you stop by when you finish the song. And if you still need to ask your brother for something, you know where to find me. After 20 years, I suppose we have a little more time. Alex never knew when to leave parties. I guess this is kind of like that. See you later. See you later, Paul. I admit that I didn't think it was possible to summon a spirit that had been gone for so long. Of course, it's not normal. Your grandmother told me it was possible, but she could summon spirits who had passed away a long time ago. Could it be that having unfinished business is real? Alex hadn't finished his demo. If that were the case, there would be many more spirits in those circumstances. We all may have some unfinished business. But the reality is that after a while, no matter how many things we have pending, we simply leave. I suppose there is much to learn about the spirit world. I'm sure I'll be busy learning all about it when I leave. I hadn't noticed that someone was coming in. I'm leaving. Hey, the kitty's back! You again? Would you like some food? I'm sorry, I don't have any cat food. Julia, it is looking at the crystal ball. Could it be? What do you think? Well, I guess animals are just like us, aren't they? I've never seen anything like that, but I guess. Would you like to talk to someone? Well, it seems like you want to contact with someone. I don't know how this will turn out, but oh my god, it's so cute. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love. Oh my god, the poor cat. Oh, are you this kitten's mother? Meow meow. Okay, I guess you wanted to talk to your mom, didn't you, kitty? Go ahead. Had this ever happened to you? For your first day, it's not being easy at all. I'm glad I was able to stay. Although, you see, you've just managed that just fine. I still don't know how I did it. Someone's coming. This is a long demo. Hello? Hello? What is your name? That kitten that just left. Is it yours? No. It came to see its mother. Wasn't it at home? No, its mother passed away. It wanted me to help talk to her. Can you talk with people who have passed away? Sometimes, yes. What's your name? My name is Lucy. Nice to meet you, Lucy. I'm Julia. Tell me, why did you come here? When my grandmother was sad, she would sometimes come here. Oh, I understand. You came to see my mother, who used to run the store. What happened to your mom? She also passed away, although lately I talked to her more than before. May I speak with your mom? Well, of course. Mom, I hadn't called you yet. Julia, until I actually leave, the shop is as much yours as it is mine. Can you... can you cover my shift for me? Don't be funny, you know what I mean. Lucy, this is my mother. Her name is Cynthia. This is Lucy. Hi, Lucy. I'm glad to be able to chat with you. Your grandmother told me a lot about you. Really? When you were born, she used to come here a lot to tell your grandfather everything you were doing. There were weeks she'd come by on a daily basis. When you lost your first tooth, your first day of kindergarten, your first Christmas. Your grandfather listened mesmerized to everything she told him. You should be happy to have a grandparents who love you so much. And I could talk to my grandmother? Sure, honey. Julia, you don't need to call her. I'll take care of it this time. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I know the theory. It shouldn't be that complicated. Like honestly, the art style of this game like gives me vibes of like a Ghibli studio film. Like it reminds me of Ghibli films, and I love it a lot. Like it's just so darn cute. And anyways, I was talking to her a moment ago. Oh, when will she be back? I don't know. It's the first time we've done this. I don't think it will take long. Okay. Why do you want to see your grandmother? Do you miss her? My grandmother was... She was my best friend. She she was a really special person, wasn't she? Yes. She understood me. She listened to me. What about your parents? I never met my dad and my mom. What's going on? My mom is always telling me what I can and cannot do. She doesn't talk to me and she doesn't know what I want to do. On the other hand, Grandma always talked to me. She's the only one who understands me. Oh, you know what? That's pretty reasonable. That's pretty reasonable because like a parent is supposed to have their child's best interests in mind, and it's really hard to believe that some people don't even get that. When my grandmother passed away, I also felt very lonely. Was she also your best friend? Yes, of course. My parents worked long hours, and my grandmother was the one who picked me up from daycare, cooked. She was always with me. I loved her very much. So, do you feel lonely like me? You always miss those who leave, but that doesn't mean you're alone. When my grandmother passed away, I started coming to the store with my mother. When my father left work, he could pick me up. He would pick me up here, and we would walk around until my mother finished her shift in the store. We talked to Edgar, my great uncle, who has the pharmacy nearby. He would go to Harold's flower shop and buy a rose for my mother. My mother doesn't do that. When my grandmother passed away, it was difficult for everyone. I was little and I had to be taken care of. My grandmother was the one who could always be with me after school, and she helped my parents a lot. But my parents are always with me whenever it was possible. When my grandmother passed away, things were difficult for the first time. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I understood it when growing up. But soon they managed to adapt to new circumstances. My mother, no. Hello, dear. Has the cat got your tongue? I've missed you, love. Granny! I thought I would never see you again! What are you talking about? Of course you were going to see me. I will always be with you, helping your mother take care of you. She doesn't listen to me like you do. Do you know who said the same thing, Lucy? Your mother. Grandparents and parents are like a scale of our lives of our grandchildren. Parents are the ones who have to teach them the rules. What you can and cannot do. Those who set the limits. Grandparents, we are the complete opposite. The ones who bake cookies with their grandchildren, even though your mother isn't too happy about you eating too many. Those who let them stay up late, playing board games with their grandfather. But, so you were like Mom? Of course, Lucy. I'm sure you'll be the same. But with you, I could talk to you about anything. The bullies at school, about homework. You even took me out after class sometimes to eat my favorite cake. But do you know where Mom was during all that time? Yes. Are you sure? I know she wasn't with me. She was working, Lucy. Like Julia, she is not with her father now, because she's working at the store. My mom spent a lot of time at the store because thanks to her being here, we were able to have our house and buy clothes we wore. Should we make a deal? What deal? Go home today and tell Mom to bake the cookies that Grandma used to make with you. But Mom never baked cookies with us. That's why you had to be the one to lead the recipe. Do you remember the ingredients? You always had them ready. I just threw them in. Remember the flavors, Lucy? Do you remember how you always tasted everything before mixing? Yes, they were. I think I can help you with that. Wait a sec. Spell time? I'm sure I saw a perfect spell for this in Mom's book. There's one spell that I had to cast. It's the one you have to prepare now. Have you come to help me prepare the spell? Julia, that would be cheating. I just like to see your progress. What a help. I remember using this spell all the time when I came back from eating something I loved. That's how I wrote down the ingredients for making recipes at home. Wouldn't it have been easier to ask for the recipe? Where's the fun in that? Come on, don't delay any longer. Okay. Check the book then. Spells. Assignment. Spells. Smell. Forgotten flavor? I want to say it's forgotten flavor. That feels like the correct choice there. See, forgotten flavor. You search your subconscious for traces of an old sweet, letting the energy of the flavor settle on your tongue. Subconscious and energy. Subconscious energy. So azurite. So azurite and day oil. Azurite and day oil. Okay, so azurite, day oil. Hey, you created forgotten flavor. Are you done, Julia? I think so. Do you remember the flavors now? Now I remember them all. It's as if I were savoring them right now. What were they? Butter, sugar, yes, vanilla. Do you remember the ingredient you never tried? Flour? See that? With a little help from Julia, you've managed to remember everything. Why do I have to bake cookies with Mom? To remind her that you love her. To take care of her. I'm the one who lost her grandmother. She's the one who has to take care of me. Lucy, she has lost her mother. The person who took care of her. How would you feel if that happened? I remind her that you love her, my dear. That you support her. I thought you would understand me. I want to be alone. Oh. Forgive her, Julia. She is still very young and does not know how to handle all this. I don't know how to cope with my mum passing away either. The unknown always saddens us, but it is what always drives us forward. Just yesterday, I didn't think I would be in the store continuing my mother's work. I'm grateful to you for following me to my granddaughter's again, to see my granddaughter again. You mind if I come back again? Of course, I would love for you to meet again. But she didn't seem very keen on the task. Don't worry, she will be back. As I know, she'll bake cookies for my daughter. In the end, she always comes to her senses. She's exactly as I was as a child. A stubborn one. You two are really close. That's undeniable. When my son-in-law passed away, my daughter and later Lucy had to support each other in everything. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time, Julia. Don't worry about it. I enjoyed talking to you. So did I, dear. I think it's getting late. Yes, I think so. Mom, is that how you're going to show up from now on? Should I knock on the door? At around this time, I usually close the store. So I guess I'll go home. For your first day, it's been Very busy. It's just a normal day for you when you were working? Well, there were all kinds of days, but I admit it was a good test to see if you were ready for all this. Well, you have passed with flying colors, that's for sure. I'm very tired. I think I'm going to go home for now. Serving as a bridge between the spirit world and the world of the living is not something that consumes little energy. If you could give my regards to your father, I would appreciate it. Even if he could come to see me. Yesterday, he didn't want to talk to me too much. Father hasn't been able to recover from everything that had happened yet. Not only that now. Anyway, get some rest, honey. Good evening, Mom. October 27th. I didn't expect my first day to be so exhausting. I didn't know how much pressure Mom was under. I'm sure that in the coming days, I will find out how the stories of those who visited me today continue. In addition to others, I want you to come with me to discover them. Add Spirit Talk to your wish list. Oh, okay. Well, if that's gonna be the end of the demo, then I suppose that makes sense. Alright, so that's the end of the demo. Honestly, I really like the game. I really like it a lot. It's a very good way to like interpret this sort of kind of story, and I love it a lot. The art style is very cute, especially since it reminds me of Ghibli films from like the old days, and even the Ghibli films that they make nowadays. But that's gonna have to do it for this video for now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.